My name is Zainul Isahak. I'm the Health Improvement Practitioner based at Island Bay Medical Center. My role is to speak to patients when it comes to mental health, physical health. People come and see the GP for about 15 minutes, but with the hip roll, you have about 25 to 30 minutes. If they find it helpful, they can come back and to revisit whatever that we talk about. Usually when I see men, a lot has got to do with stresses at work or family, but a lot of time we tend to process internally. We don't really talk about it, can just solve it or just toughen it up. But actually there's a lot of strength in just talking about it. Once we give ourselves that opportunity to actually talk about it, there's a lot more that we can get out of it. Sometimes talking about it doesn't mean that we have to solve it. Sometimes talking about it doesn't mean that we have to really have an answer. Just talking about it, get it off our chest, can just help us in just processing our own thought processes. There are times where we try to come up with some strategies together for them to go back home and apply those strategies and see if it works. Talk about mental health is not just about physical health, it's really about our mental health. And when it comes to mental health, it's a lot of times that we tend to internalize it, we tend to focus it internally and try to problem solve ourselves. Really about looking at ability to catch ourselves when our body is telling ourselves that you know that you're not your normal self. A cue for you to go and check in and seek help and talk to someone. There's no harm in just talking and just expressing yourself. Sometimes we use a different kind of tools where we look at our blind spot. For example, you might be having the ruminating thoughts. Try to catch yourself having that constant cycle of thought processes. How can we then challenge that thought processes? How can we get ourselves out of that thought processes? And what can we do to work around that? We don't have to have a solution. We don't have to have an answers for everything, but sometimes get it off our chest and not just try to problem solve in our mind. I think that would be a good start. We are able to solve our own problems. When we get it off our chest, we get to find that answer within ourselves. It's a free service and people find it useful to not having to worry about having to pay. Really rewarding because you get to really see them change.